And the mountain has no summit, for if it had, we would be like those who rest at its base, yet we would be thousands of feet higher. Those who seek the summit are those who seek to rest. True wealth is found in the climb. Many Christian traditions use the mountain when they explain this relationship which we have with God. This relationship as human beings who seek to be holy, who seek to be close to God. Many traditions, St. Teresa of Avila, St. John of God, there are many, many traditions who use this imagery. And basically, the mountain, I suppose, is like a ladder where, when we climb this mountain, when we climb this ladder, we are going away from the bottom, the base of the mountain. And the higher that we climb this mountain, the closer we are to God. And it's sort of like a rudimentary, basic image of our relationship with God, that we have God, way up there and we are way down here. And we want to get away from where we are, because where we are is we're not finding happiness where we are. We want to be with God, and the way for us to be with God is to climb this mountain, to get away from our sins, to get away from the many things in our lives that we don't find fulfilling. Although at the time we may find happiness and joy in sin, the next day when we realise how terrible these sins are, we want to get away from them. We want to be with God. And so we climb the mountain. It is when we discover that the mountain itself is God, and that God is not found at the top of the mountain. It is when we discover that the mountain itself is God, then a whole new world is discovered, because it doesn't matter where we are in this climb. It doesn't matter if we're at the base of the mountain. It doesn't matter if we're halfway. It doesn't matter if we're at the top. When we experience that God is the mountain, then we discover true wealth indeed. Because what this means is that when we get up each time from our falls, we're with God. When we sin, when we make amends, when we say, "Oh Lord, have mercy upon me for my sins. I love you and I truly seek to do your most holy will." When we make amends for our sins, we are truly indeed with God. And we don't have to go months, years, days to reach, this high level of holiness. No, God alone is holy, and God is the mountain. God is the mountain. It's not about this big, long journey process that we must go through before we can meet our God and be and experience our God. No. Indeed, truly, it is the climb. It is the struggle where we are with God. And that indeed is true wealth, indeed, true joy, happiness. And we are all blessed to have such a wonderful God.